Do you like jazz? Well, I do. Today I'm going to explain how jazz was created and became this huge thing that everyone loves and enjoys playing/listening to. Don't believe me that it's fun? Just take a look at what some people are saying about it.
It's kind of a hard feeling to describe. I feel happy when I play jazz music. I feel like I can be a musician. I can play to my full potential when I'm in jazz music, and it's just really catchy.
Makes me happy. Jazz can make you feel like really like happy and glad, or there's like slower, like swing, not like swing tricks, but like ballads that are slow that can kind of make you, push emotion in music.
Jazz, that was what got me to really love music, was playing jazz. I now really love the concert ensembles, but jazz is what hooked me into music and knowing that I wanted to go to that next level. And the excitement of it, that's, yeah.
Well, I love it because it's very, most jazz is creative and high energy. Students that are really into jazz find that it's very personally expressive.
Jazz makes me feel a sense of freedom. I get to feel and play kind of whatever I'm feeling that day.
So jazz, what is it? Well, jazz is something that's been around before I was born, or even you. Oh, and it's a type of music. It was started in the 1920s with African Americans. It had occurred throughout the southern states. It was inspired by ragtime, which is basically a syncopated rhythm. A syncopated rhythm is a variety of rhythms which are in some way unexpected, which make part or all of a tune or piece offbeat. The 1920s were called the golden age for jazz. The 1920s had girls rebelling against female stereotypes, prohibition, the radio, and the stock market crash in 1929. Also, because jazz music was mostly performed by African Americans, parents didn't allow their children to listen to it. Jazz evolved from slave songs and spiritual religious African American folk songs. They wanted something that was their own, so they could stay true to their culture, because staying true to their culture is important to some people. During World War I, it was introduced to Berlin and Paris. They were seized by jazz fever, and its differentness was extremely popular with the local audiences. So, what's the big deal with New Orleans? Well, it was a port city. A port city is a city with people arriving from all parts of the world, a meeting place for people of different ethnic groups. It had amazing nightlife, musicians could play together in venues and learn from each other. Louis Armstrong was the first great jazz soloist, even though he was a trumpet player. Today, jazz is everywhere, and I mean everywhere. It went from being America's music to the world's music. Did you know that jazz inspired Elvis Presley and other rock artists around his time? Someone who is a great jazz musician is Mr. Benny Goodman, or as people called him, the King of Swing. He was a clarinet player. Okay, sometimes clarinets can be in jazz. His most famous song is Sing Sing Sing, and a lot of people like it and say it's their favorite swing chart.
Probably Sing Sing Sing, because it's just really long and fast.
My favorite jazz song is Sing Sing Sing. I can't help but dance to it whenever I do play it, and clarinet solo is probably one of the favorite ones that I've ever done.
Sing 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 because it's nice to listen to.
Wait, what's swing? And what are the types of jazz is there? Swing is a lively rhythm for dancing to.
Sabina, let's jitterbug. Up you go. Go, Thomas, you're the king of Harlem.
Another type of jazz is blues. Now, blues is typically in a 12-bar sequence. It developed in the rural southern U.S. toward the end of the 19th century. They are a blend of ballads and field hollers. Hollers are the work songs of the slaves when they picked crops on the southern plantations.
I've gotten up like 5:30ish almost every day for the past like 5 years. It's changed the way you look at music.
It's affected me in many ways, and probably the biggest one is my friends. I dropped a lot of friends going into high school, and picking up band friends has definitely been a big plus.
Jazz began to penetrate the music programs of high schools, colleges, and universities right after World War II. And in 1968, the International Association of Jazz Education was formed. Jazz music has helped shape American culture and giving a voice to those who didn't have a way of being heard, from the 1920s till the present day.